Hey guys, so we're going through some more requests that you have done. A few of you have said please do Morgana with the new Tsukiko. So we're going to do an all mission clear, 5 or less, 10 turns or less, and 15 turns or less. So we're going to take a well-built Tsukiko with my own Tsukiko with the classics of Chao, Roberta, and Kaito. And we're going to go for a 10 turn or less clear, but we're going to try to do a quick clear. Okay, so you guys know how Morgana goes at this point. You can't use LBs. You gotta, re-break her every turn and all that foolishness. A little bit of a headache, but we're gonna get it done. Okay, so we're gonna start in the base form with a lot of auto morale stuff. Then we're going to morale fill, fire imbue, and we're going to Ignitos to cure the imperils from the ambush. While Chao can do morale fill, immunity buffs, and stat buff. We're going to start in the base with Tsukiko for some auto buffing and auto morale. Then we're going to shift her. And Kaito is going to break and imperil. Whoops, we got to shift first. Alright, Kaito is going to break and imperil. Then we're going to Downpour and Torrential Force to get him ready, while Tsukikos are going to just chain their Fire Evocation. Now, people have asked, is her fire or light damage good outside of Clash of Wills? Let's find out, I guess. So deal a little bit of damage here. Nice chunk on Morgana, okay. We are using some Dark Resist and all that, so here goes some damage on the team, but we're, covering it with Chao. And Chao is also, I should have mentioned, let me actually check one thing real quick. He actually needs a little bit more. No, never mind. Okay. Some attacks on Chao, as you say. And he's going to counterattack a little bit to help us fill the morale gauge, because morale is a bit of a headache in this clear, as you guys kind of know. Okay. So now we are going to wait for this to finish. Okay, Chao is going to what are we doing? We're going to Chao's going to re-raise himself, and then we're going to do Encouraging Fire and Encouraging Light for the resistance buffs. Reload the Tsukis. We're going to have Kaito break again. Torrential, and we're going to reapply Downpour this turn, while Roberta does Morale Fill, re-imperil the boss, and we're going to do a Mirage. Okay, wait for this to finish. And let's go ahead and deal some damage here. So this shouldn't push the boss below 50. Okay, perfect, perfect. Some more attacks on the party, and then Chao will, cover it and counter and all that goodness. So we don't want to push a double threshold. One threshold is fine. We just don't want to double. All right. And there's the Vicious Masker that we Mirage, which is totally fine. Okay. Some more counterattacks. Give us nice morale gain. Now, at this point, we do have the Magnus unlocked on Tsukiko, but I don't want to use that, because that would deal too much damage on this turn, and that would be problematic. So now Kaito is going to break, and then just double Blade Storm. Roberta is going to Morale Fill, reapply Fire, and we're going to do Mega Breath to get ready for next turn. Chao is going to just a lot of Morale Fill. Okay, so we're going to do this. Wait just a moment, then do this. And this is going to probably push the boss, into the next phase. Hopefully not below 30. Perfect. Okay, beautiful. Here comes some attacks on Chao, including the Ghastly Nightmare. So he's going to re-raise, but it should be overall fine. So here's some attacks. Bit of a headache. And Nightmare? Nightmare, it's a little strange. The Nightmare is RNG. She usually does it, but she didn't this time. Okay, great, whatever, sure. I won't argue. Okay, so now we're going to Now we're going to use the unlocked Magnus. This is a higher fire damage skill. Every time you use her normal chain twice, it unlocks a Magnus use. Kaito is going to break the boss, and then double Blade Storm, and then Roberta is going to quadruple. We're going to fire first, and then get some Mystic Breaths in here. Kaito. I clicked you by accident. Okay, well, we're not going to use Kaito this turn. Can't believe I did that. Big whoops. Well, it didn't matter. We killed him anyway, even though Kaito... Kaito didn't chain. There's the power of a Tsukiko clear. So that was a 4-turn clear with 5 units on Legendary Morgana. And that was even with me messing up Kaito and clicking him in advance, and he was completely unchained. So yeah, there it is. So the party was Chow. If the boss didn't do Nightmare, if the boss had done Nightmare, we would have just... He had re-raised. He would have re-raised, would have been fine. It would have been fine. But he didn't do Nightmare. Anyway, passive provoke counterattack build with really high resistances to light, dark, ice, and wind, and then do some generalized resistances. Evasion, full evasion, and then there we go. And we're dual wielding Chow for more morale fill. And there we go, full evasion. And then he, tanks. My Tsukiko is using a double-handed katana build. Don't laugh. Because Kaito reapplies katana in peril every turn, plus breaks. So there we go. A little bit of dark resist. So 100 dark resist or better. And then we've got maxed Evo damage, 280 Esper damage, because we needed to fit dark resist. We couldn't fit all the Esper damage. And then, and in the base form, just some auto-casting morale stuff. Roberta, double-handed katana build. Chain damage versus, fairies and humans. There we go, some dark resist. She does Mirage, fire support, she cures the imperils, and then some chaining. Kaito in the shift form is, in the base form, he's dual wielding with the Obsidian Bracer, and then, a morale card, etc. And then shift form is chain damage versus humans and fairies. There we go, little bit of dark resist. And he's got human 300, fairy 275. And then here is the friend, Liv Dilly built me a Tsukiko. In the base form, again, a lot of morale fill, just for morale. And then shift form, double-handed katana build with some dark resist. And then we are, evocation damage. And there it is, EX3, 10,000 magic, really nice there. And again, maxed out evo damage and 280. It's hard to cap Esper damage in a katana build. It is a real shame that we're not going to see the damage breakdown for the friend, because in Clash of Wills, it doesn't show you the friend's breakdown. Although I can promise you that the friend did more than I did, because EX3. EX3 is a really big power jump on this unit. But anyway, there's a 4-turn, 5-man clear on Morgana. And again, it doesn't show the friend. Feels real bad. Oh, it does show the friend. It does show the friend. I thought it didn't. Maybe it doesn't show when you bring your own friend slot. But okay, there it is. So as you can see, 1.2 versus 1.7. So the friend did 500,000 more, or 500 million more. I don't know. That's something like 30% more. I don't know. One of you guys can grab a calculator and see. And then Roberta and Kaito mostly support units. And there it is. There was our all-mission 4-turn clear on the Resolution Empress, whatever. See you next time.